All right, let's go overseas now. Prince William has been speaking candidly about what he describes as a brutal year for him after both his wife and his father were diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah, our UK partner Sky News reports that the Prince of Wales told journalists, "It's probably been the hardest year in my life."
NBC News international correspondent Kelly Cobiella joins us now from London with more on this. Kelly, good morning. So just remind us what the Prince of Wales has had to deal with in this past year.
Yeah, so he's really been front and center for the royal family and carrying the weight of the royal family's public duties after both his father, King Charles, and his wife, Princess Kate, were diagnosed with cancer at the beginning of the year. Both have been undergoing chemotherapy treatment for much of the year. Kate took a big step back away from public duties and has been very open about how difficult it's been to talk to their 3 children about her cancer diagnosis while dealing with it herself as well. And of course, Prince William supporting her. In September, she said she'd completed treatment. She's now slowly stepping back into royal life. But Prince William said, looking back, it's probably been the hardest year of his life. He also said that he was so proud of his wife and his father and that his wife is doing really well. In fact, just today, guys, Buckingham Palace announced that Princess Kate will be at 2 events this weekend to honor the country's fallen war heroes, the first back-to-back public appearances for her since before her cancer diagnosis. So really a good sign for the royal family.
Oh, absolutely. Will be great to see her. Kelly, Prince William also talked to British reporters about his new role as Prince of Wales, also his Earthshot Awards. Tell us what else we heard from him.
Yeah, so he was asked if he was enjoying the added responsibilities and freedom that come with his new role, and he said it's a tricky one. He was really blunt here. He said he doesn't like having more responsibility. He's struggling a bit with that work-life balance, but he said he does like having the freedom to build upon his passion projects like the Earthshot Prize Awards. Those are awards which honor and help fund and encourage innovations that address serious environmental issues, and that is why he was in Cape Town, South Africa over the past week presenting those awards to this year's winners. He's also just launched a 5-year mission to end homelessness, and this is what he's talking about when he says this newfound freedom. He's able to launch these very personal projects, things that he'd like to focus on, and homelessness is one of his mother, Princess Diana's, was one of her premier causes as well. He said it's really important to him that he's helping people, that he's doing something good for people and something genuinely meaningful. Guys,
that is good to hear. I also want to ask you, Prince William told a sweet story about how his daughter, Princess Charlotte, reacted to his new beard. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, imagine this. His 9-year-old daughter, Charlotte, burst into tears, he said, when he first grew a beard earlier this year. He said he had to shave it off, but he thought about it a bit. He was determined to grow a beard, so he grew it again and somehow convinced her it was all going to be okay. Apparently, she's okay with it now because he's still sporting it, as we've seen. And guys, he was also wearing a bracelet on this recent trip to South Africa. If you look closely, I don't know if we have a picture of it, but it said Papa. It was a friendship bracelet that Charlotte made for him for the Taylor Swift concert over the summer. And he said he promised her that he would wear it every day while away in South Africa this week and said he'd try not to lose it. So we did spot it. We think it made its way back to the UK.
Very good.
But can you imagine that conversation about how do you convince your 9-year-old daughter that a beard is okay?
People, I can tell you, people have very strong reactions to beards.
Yeah.
So
my brother-in-law just shaved his for a Halloween costume, and it is like, whoa. I get it. It's a change.
I'm glad she's recovered. She's doing okay with the beard take 2. All right, Kelly, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.